Hi, this is Mary Lerone Buckman. This is my book, The Dressing Table. And in the end, towards the end of the book, I talk about a trip that I went to out west. And I'm wearing my sloths shirt because we went to the San Diego Zoo and I saw sloths and fell totally in love with them. I just adore sloths, so I wanted to wear my sloth shirt today. But this is the recipe we're going to make. This is out of my book. It's called Chicken Cordon Bleu. And I hope you really enjoy it. I make it and it seems like everybody just loves it. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a chicken breast and you're just going to cut it on the side and you're going to butterfly it. Then you're going to take 2 slices of cheese. I'm using provolone cheese, but in the recipe, of course, and traditionally it's Swiss cheese, but I don't have any. So my son loves provolone, so I'm going to do it with provolone. But usually this could be, 2 slices of Swiss cheese. And then you want to take at least 3 slices of ham. This is really good ham. This is some ham that I get at the deli. This is Black Forest ham. I really like the sweetness in this. It really brings out a lot of the flavors. And then I also want to top it with 2 more pieces of cheese. And then so what I want to do is I want to fold it. So what we're having here is we're having like a sandwich looking kind of thing. And then I want to take, this is flour. In the recipe, it's called for whole wheat flour. It really does make a difference. Whole wheat flour is very good on this, but I couldn't find any whole wheat flour at the store. So I'm using all-purpose flour, salt, and pepper. And I want to take it, and I just want to rub it on. But I don't want to do it too heavy. I just want to dust. I just want to, like a dust. I want to shake it, because all I want is a dust. And that is how you have it. Now, if you make these a little bit ahead of time, about an hour or so, I made 3 other ones ahead of time, and what it is, if they sit together at room temperature, the cheese is kind of like the glue. It kind of sticks everything together. And then I have 4 made, and it was just butterfly, put your cheese in, then the ham. I mean, you can go anywhere you want to do this. You could do mozzarella cheese and pepperoni, make it like an Italian twist. Put marinara sauce over it. You can do so many different. You can make do this and then make a Marsala sauce and put the Marsala sauce over it. You can go so many ways with this. Remember, it's your recipe. The book is just teaching you the basics. So we have the 4 chickens. I'm going to do is I'm going to have some olive oil heating in a saute pan. Now I have my skillet, my saute pan preheated. I put olive oil in it. Everything's preheated. Then I'm going to put the chicken breast down, face down. Hear that sizzle? That's what we want. Just like you're making sandwiches, but with chicken instead of bread. Like, grilled cheese sandwiches or what have you. And a little kind of neat note is when you have your cheese exposed, it kind of gets a little bit golden, like, brown cheese is delicious. It's a little bit tight, but it'll be okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to brown these. So I took a few minutes and I browned my chicken. You don't want to go too dark, because these are going to be in the oven for about 45 minutes. And you don't want them to be too overdone, too dry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove them. Doesn't that look good? I'm going to remove them from the pan. Oh, the cheese and ham and yum. And I'm going to turn down my pan to low. It's gooey, ooey. Put these on a pan. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 cups of water. And I turn down my pan and very slowly we'll put this in the pan. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to get all those crusts and all those juices and everything going. I'm just gonna keep stirring it, and with my spoon I'm getting the bits up. And I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I just want to get everything released. I want all this flavor in my sauce. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 packages of chicken gravy mix. I'm going to put them in here. Thank you. I just want to stir this and incorporate it into the water. I think I really should get my whisk out. And just whisk it. Oh, all that cheese and chicken, and it's all coming off the bottom of the pan. I'm getting all this fantastic juice. I just have to keep stirring. So I'm going to make a real rich sauce. Sometimes I like to do this and just cut the, when it's all done, I just cut the chicken breast in pieces and put a toothpick through them, serve them as an hors d'oeuvre. Just want to keep going, keep stirring. And make sure all the flour, all the chicken is in here. Now I'm going to keep stirring. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I have the 2 packages of chicken gravy incorporated. Now, one thing I always keep in my pantry, always, is jarred mushrooms. Sometimes I just don't have time to go to the store and buy mushrooms. I just take these out of my pantry and I'm ready to go. So I have 2 6-ounce jars drained of sliced mushrooms. Now, of course, you can make these with fresh mushrooms, but this recipe has always called for canned mushrooms. You just want to cook them just a little bit. And then what you would like to do is you want to put your chicken back in the pan. Oh, it's so ooey and gooey, so cheesy. There's a saying in this house, there's no such thing as too much cheese. You do want to get them in the sauce. And then what you want to do is you want to take it off the stove. So now that we have our chicken in our mushroom sauce that we just made, I'm going to take foil and I'm going to cover the pan with foil. Then I'm going to put in the oven at 375 for 45 minutes. Another recipe that I like to be working on, I'm making this for a Sunday dinner. So the vegetable I'm going to make, this is also in my book, it's under vegetables, and it's my mother's green beans. These are actually po beans, but this is what I could find at the grocery store. And they'll work just as good. And I put a bag, about a pound bag of beans into a pot. And sizzling. Then I put about a half a stick of butter, and I put 2 slices of bacon, and I bring them over here and just cover the beans with water. There you go. You just want to put them on the stove on medium high, and you want to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, ground black pepper, and you want to turn it on medium high, and by the time the chicken's ready to go, then the beans should be done. We're back again. We have our chicken, our main entree in the oven. We have our beans cooking, and I wanted to put on some rice. My son, Seth, loves rice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 cups of water in the pan. I'm going to put in 1 1/2 cups of jasmine rice. And then I'm going to put in 1 teaspoon and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Now earlier I just made banana bread that called for melted butter. So I have some melted butter left over, and usually for this I just put in like a 1/2 stick of butter, because we like a lot of butter in our rice. So I just put in the leftover melted butter. You can always use your leftovers. Always. I always try to use my leftovers, whatever I have. And then you just want to stir it. I love putting turmeric in whenever I can put turmeric in. Anything with chicken, any kind of chicken broth, any kind of rice, because turmeric is so good for you, especially if you have arthritis. And I have such bad arthritis that I try to use it as much as I can. Then I put it on here. What you're going to do is you're going to get it to a hard simmer. I don't really like to boil rice. I just like to see it bubbly. Then I'm going to turn it down to low medium and let it cook for about 20 minutes. Thank you. Hi, it's ready to serve dinner. I'm really excited. This is Sunday dinner, so I wanted to be fancy. I wanted to use my good dishes. When my husband and I got married, we had as our wedding china blue willow, and I love it because it actually tells a story on the plate, starting here and going around to the doves. It's a story. It's a love story. So I thought we have a really neat love story, so I wanted to go with that. But everything's ready. I can't wait to show you. First thing I'm going to show you is my mom's beans. I just put it in a plate and serve them with a slotted spoon. Look at that. And then you can see the strips of bacon right there. All that bacon cooked into those beans. And then of course we have the rice. And this is my son's favorite. He takes the extras he takes over for. It just came out real fluffy and a little bit sticky. I like sticky rice. I like it to stick together in clumps. To me, that means it's good. That means it just turned out really well. And that's our rice. That's our yellow rice. Now, the big thing is coming. Chicken cordon bleu. I took it, I uncovered it with the foil, and then I put it under the broiler on high, just until the cheese and everything kind of gets brown and bubbly. Then how I like to serve it is I like to put it on my platter, and the chicken's real tender because it's almost like it braised in this beautiful mushroom sauce. We're taking them out. And isn't this going to be good, this wonderful mushroom sauce over that rice? But oh, you have bits of cheese and bits of ham. just want to put over that chicken, and it's going to be so tender. And I also have a little surprise. Let me put this back, because we're not done with the chicken yet by any stretch of the imagination. I browned in the oven about a half a cup of slivered almonds. We're going to put this on. This is my chicken cordon bleu. And you can, of course, you can omit the almonds if you need to. But I want to say, my sister Rebecca, that is for you, because I also know how much you love almonds. So for Sunday dinner, we're having the chicken cordon bleu, the beans, the rice, and the banana bread. This is our Sunday dinner, and I was taught as a kid that Sunday dinner is always the best one of the week. And thank you. My book is The Dressing Table. And I just enjoyed so much working on it. I enjoyed so much working with Louise on it that I want to do another one. I just loved it so much. And I just want to thank you for watching this, and have a very happy Sunday dinner. Thank you.